All right, so I am just now seeing the launch of Logan Paul, KSI, and Mr. Beast's Lunchly. Apparently a new snack-sized meal product, clearly for kids, and clearly a direct opposition to the company Lunchables. And it's causing a lot of stir online. People are clearly upset about this, and I wanted to talk about it. What is going on between Lunchly, Logan, KSI, Mr. Beast, Lunchables, and the outrage that's following all of it? The breakdown. Let's go. All right, so like I said, Lunchly. This is a new product from Logan Paul, KSI, and Mr. Beast. Again, it seems to be the brainchild of Logan Paul, as he was on a call with KSI, looks like Instagram Live, and telling him he has an idea. The last time Logan had an idea for KSI, it was Prime. So here is the initial kind of call.
I have an idea, and I think it's a good idea, but I want to text it to you. I want to see your reaction.
Oh, my God.
I think it's the next chapter, JJ. I think it's the next chapter.
Go! I love it. I love it.
Okay, good. I'm going to text him and see if he's down. And if he is, let's run it.
Bo, let's go.
Now, clearly, this was put out on September 14th. This was already done. They are acting right here because no company is brought together, brought to the public, ready to go, and merchandise is hitting shelves in 2 days. This is clearly just like marketing for the company. The next big chapter. People thought, for whatever reason, I saw messages that this was me, and I'm not trying to make this about me, but I swear people like photoshopped me into between these two like that was supposed to be me. That is Mr. Beast's silhouette, and they announce Lunchly. So here it is. Okay, see, hold on a second. Now you're asking for my privacy. What are we doing? Logan Paul and KSI. Whoa, what are we doing? These fools want to enter my email. They're going to take my identity. Have fun for lunch. Us versus them. All right, so now we got some cult-like action going on here. I don't like this. Let's look at the product itself. We have Turkey Stack'ems as one of the boxed lunches. Now, clearly, yes, this is I don't want to say ripoff because it kind of is, but it's a direct competitor to Lunchables. It looks to fill the gap in the market that I think Lunchables had, obviously, and relinquished, because I haven't seen Lunchables in a very long time. And for those people that are, UK fans that don't know what a Lunchable is, they're little snack packs for children going to school. They have little crackers, a little Oreo, which, as you know, look at that, 10 grams of protein with a Oreo cookie in there. None of it's healthy, but it's a little snack for kids, right? And it's been that way for a long time. This is pretty much copycat Lunchables. They're calling it Lunchly. Here's why they're probably going to take over Lunchables. Before we say anything else, here's why. One, who they are. Lunchables has no face, right? They don't have a KSI. They don't have a Logan Paul. They don't have a Mr. Beast. Those three combine for, what is it? Mr. Beast is 1 billion subscribers, whatever he is. They combine for roughly 1/7 of the planet in viewing audience. 1/7 of the planet most likely is going to see this announcement and or the fact that these three are behind the Lunchly. Number two, they're including products that these people already have, combining into one. It's the Avengers of American-made, very colorful, geared toward children, edible and drinking products, because every Lunchly has a Feastables chocolate bar, and I'm assuming this is going to be a smaller bottle of Prime than the regular 16-ouncer. You guys see it? No caffeine. I had to make sure this time. Like, yo, we're not giving your kids caffeine, we promise. And just like the play they had with Prime, KSI and Logan put Prime up against Gatorade, who was their major competitor. They're doing the same with Lunchables after essentially copying Lunchables' whole style and flow. Same protein per package, less calories. Again, the electrolyte shit that we're doing here, that we all know that Prime is a little bit disingenuous about what's actually in the electrolytes that are provided there. I'm just saying it's not a rehydration drink in the way they say it is. That's all. Does have a shit ton of sodium. Does have 7 grams of sugar. Includes 6 grams of added sugar in the 7 grams, I guess. So yeah, you're seeing all of it there. Have a lot of saturated fats. I mean, let's be honest. This is not a healthy product. Is it healthier than Lunchables? I have no idea. It seems to have less sugars, which would, by definition, I guess, be a bit healthier for your body, but neither of them are healthy. It's like me saying if I went and got a grilled chicken sandwich at Burger King versus a crispy chicken sandwich at McDonald's. One is healthier, but I still got the fries and the soda on the side, so how much healthier really am I? This guy comes after Logan saying, nice way of saying, quote, we have marginally better sugar metrics, but upped salt 300 to 500%. And Logan responds, not true. The 400 milligrams of electrolytes come entirely from potassium in Prime. He's right, which really, potassium is great for your body, but in 400 milligram doses, I don't know how much marginally better it is for you, but also salt is not bad for your body. So this guy being like,
oh, salt is bad.
Salt's not bad, especially in electrolyte form. It's not a bad thing. Your body actually needs sodium to replenish if you are doing a sports activity and your electrolytes get low, sodium is a great way to replenish that. That's why salt water is one of the best things you can drink to keep your body hydrated. Regardless, Logan is on the defensive here because as you can see, Brian Stutter, this is the guy that does a lot of the videos on YouTube talking about sports injuries and stuff. He says sodium being rebranded as electrolytes will be taught in marketing textbooks one day. And again, Logan is like, well, the sodium isn't what the main blend of our electrolytes is. As he says, crazy, a sports medicine doctor can't tell the difference between sodium and potassium. The reference 400 mg of electrolytes is the potassium in Prime, you idiot. And again, he's not wrong. That is most of the electrolyte blend in Prime is potassium based. The problem here is that Logan is kind of exposing his own drink by trying to prove these people wrong that there's high levels of sodium in his drink. It would be better if that was the case. At least from what I understand about sodium intake and how much your body does need it if you are dehydrated, along with water to replenish those things. Which is why in the blends of Gatorade and Powerade and those hydration drinks and Liquid IV too, there are mass amounts of sodium to replace what you are losing while sweating. So on one hand, yes, Logan's right here and proving wrong these people that are like, hey, you're just saying you have all these electrolytes, but it's just sodium. No, he's actually, that's not just sodium, it is potassium, but kind of be better off if you were drinking Prime with a bit more of sodium to potassium ratio to do what it says it's supposed to do, which is a rehydration or a hydration drink, hydration beverage. So then someone comes after Logan talking about the amount of lead and heavy metals in their food, which again, I guess is something that Lunchables has come up against, and he is putting his food through an x-ray machine, which I don't know if I want to be eating my food after it's been run through an x-ray machine, but I don't think this is the only thing tested like this. I think a lot of food is tested in heavy metals through this kind of process. But regardless, that's kind of the basis of this thing. To circle back, you have lunch presented by Mr. Beast, KSI, and Logan Paul. Their direct target audience clearly is a younger child audience that are going to be taking what would have been Lunchables to school, which I did as a kid, and I'm sure a lot of you did. And their direct competitor is Lunchables, which, again, Lunchly, the name, I guess, is like a play to say, okay, well, if Lunchly is there and Lunchables is there, one looks like the other, and we have Prime. You know, so the kids are going to choose us, or the parents are going to choose us for the kids. Now, here's where we get into a lot of the controversy. A lot of people are going absolutely apeshit on Logan, KSI, and Mr. Beast for essentially providing a product to kids that is not the most healthy for kids to eat. And while I will not know all the nutritional facts and product, you know, ingredients that are going to strike Lunchly down as the thing that's going to kill your kids, I don't think that's going to be the case. I do understand what these people are saying. Here is apparently a massive YouTuber. You guys know I'm not a massive fan of a bunch of other YouTubers, but this guy's name is Dantum, or Dantum. I'm not sure. I apologize. You guys can roast me in the comments. I don't know this individual, but he's a YouTuber that said, what happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. Double negative, we'll let it slide. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money simple. How does this benefit their fans? This is selling crap to kids who don't know any better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better. And then Squiddy comes up on the back of that and says, why not teach kids healthy eating habits? They're comparing their product to Lunchables, which in itself is highly processed crap. None of them are passionate about health toward fans, only their wallets so disappointing. So I'll agree with both of these takes here in that this is not the healthiest option to be selling to kids. 100%. Agreeable. And the fact that it's a competitor to Lunchables kind of says that, right? Because Lunchables were never the healthiest option for kids. And again, I will agree that if you are going to sell a product and you have some sort of a moral standing on health and fitness and benefiting, and again, you're saying you're a healthier alternative to Lunchables when that healthier is like saying I am taller than someone that's 6'2" because I'm 6'3". Yes, that's right, ladies. I'm 6'3". Send your applications to date me in the comments below. But I'm not going to go ahead and put KSI, Mr. Beast, and Logan Paul on the skewer here. Maybe it's because I'm not super in tune with Mr. Beast, but I don't know why he's specifically getting a lot of hate. He was already making Feastables, which is a chocolate bar that, again, it's a sweet. It's not healthy. We know this. I know that the things that Logan Paul and KSI do are for sure going to be scrutinized to the highest order. That is something that I've seen for a very long time. But I do feel the outrage is obviously more loud because it's them, and maybe almost specifically because it's them. Because think of the things that you ate as a kid. And I'm not justifying any of it, but some of my favorite cereals are awful for my health. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Captain Crunch, Cocoa Puffs, like name whatever it is that you ate as a kid. How about Pop-Tarts? You guys eat any of those as a kid? Wild Berry was my shit. Brown sugar and cinnamon. Were these things healthy? No. Were there outrage about it? I'm sure from health professionals and the FDA and things like that. I'm sure. Now, granted, we didn't have social media as a kid, but we did have celebrities endorsing these products. as a kid. And I didn't see anybody coming after those celebrities like,
How could you promote this? How could you be on commercials for Cinnamon Toast Crunch or Captain Crunch or Cocoa Puffs or any of that stuff? You are a terrible influence on kids.
no, you didn't see that for athletes, actors, entertainers. Of course not. So my question to those people would be, what is the big outrage for this? Because no, it's not the healthiest product, but if you're sending your kid to lunch with a ham sandwich on wheat bread with Kraft cheese, mustard mayo, it's essentially the same thing because that meat is processed. So is that cheese. Mustard mayo, not great condiments for your health. Wheat bread, especially for you guys that are gluten-free people or can't have gluten, that's not a great product. How about the potato chips you put in the bag beside it? I'm just telling you because this is what I had to take to lunch as a kid. Ham sandwich, whatever. Maybe an apple or two here or there that my mom would shove in the bag. And if I didn't have that, I was going to eat a school lunch. You guys are going to sit here and tell me that school lunches are more healthy than this? When I was in school, we had square pizzas that were clearly frozen and heated up in a makeshift factory oven that we had in the cafeteria. And maybe there is outrage about that, as there should be. If we're talking about healthy, conscious options for kids, there should be outrage there too. I guess my point in this whole thing is I can see people being upset, but I don't know if I agree with this whole statement from Dantum. Not because you shouldn't want to benefit your fans. Absolutely. If I sell something, I want it to be something I'm proud of selling to my fans. But I'm still trying to figure out what the criticism is, because what product that YouTubers sell to fans does benefit them in some way, more so or less so than Lunchly or Prime or anything else. Like I said, it's not the healthiest option for kids to be eating. When I have kids, are they eating this stuff? No. But that's a parent's choice, to give their kids the right options to eat, not to cave to the kid's opinion on, well, Mr. Beast and Logan Paul said Prime and Feastables are in it, so let's go get that. No. The parents are responsible for their kids. What about when you're selling merch? Like, sure, you get this piece of clothing and you wear it and maybe it benefits your mood in some way, but it doesn't benefit your life. It makes you happy and you're a part of a community, but does it really benefit? Like, again, we could go down the rabbit hole of these like super harsh talking points, but at the end of the day, Logan Paul, KSI, and Mr. Beast are essentially selling Lunchables. Yes, it's called Lunchly and it has 3 of the biggest names on YouTube doing it, but I've never seen this kind of pushback for a snack product. Again, healthy or not, from any other celebrity. Let's not act like Lunchly is gonna make your kids obese by itself. You know what makes people morbidly obese? Let's just put it out there. You know what it is? If I go down here and I eat steak, chicken, rice, veggies every single day, but I eat it in copious amounts, if I'm eating a massive surplus of food that I am not burning off in any exercise or any sort of muscle building and or calorie deficit way, I am going to become obese. That's it. Now, yes, there are ways to get to that obesity faster by eating unhealthy foods while also not exercising and not replenishing your body with the things needed for protein synthesis. And again, being able to stay in that calorie deficit or burn fat through exercise along with the right foods to even induce that further. But anytime you eat in excess without exercising, you are going to have more of a propensity to be obese. So again, while this is not a healthy product, and again, my kids would not eat this, but to say it's going to make them obese, to say it's anything less healthy than the potato chips that you eat or the processed deli meat that you buy, it's just not true. These are the same products you're eating, packaged differently from different companies. Tyson, whatever it is. Caffeinated drinks, even hell, like Celsius, which I love to drink. Do I know it's not the most healthy thing for me to be drinking? Absolutely. I know that. Do I have an addiction? Maybe. But I understand these things, and I'm not about to blame the freaking producer for things that I have the ability to not do, like not go buy them, not drink. That's on me. That's on parents. Do a better job of instructing your kids on what's good to eat and what's not, or live with the fact that once you walk out of your house on a given day, there's danger in everything you do. But let's not act like this is some revolutionary thing and that Logan and KSI are destroying the health and fitness market. If those 3 names aren't attached to it, I don't think we have the same criticism, but that's just me. You guys let me know down below. Like I said, one more time, Lunchly, not a healthy product for your kids. Parents, do a better job at making sure you understand what your kids are eating and why it's either good or bad for them. You guys disagree? Let me know why in the comments below. And what happens with Lunchly? Are they going to overtake Lunchables? Is this going to be some big thing that we stretch out on the internet for no reason other than to say Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, and KSI bad? Probably, but I think that's a little unfair. Just my opinion, but guess we'll find out.